Alright, we're gonna go through some more coins tonight. Saved a bunch of 1944 Denver wheat cents. Let's see if there's errors on these that we can look at. 44 repunched mint marks, DDOs, D over Ds, lots of D over Ds. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some of those first. There's all kinds of them. Start there. I'm gonna go through a couple of rolls of pennies, maybe a roll of nickels. All these are gonna be 44 Denvers. I didn't find these in a search by any means. These all just came from a big old bag of wheat cents. I want to do a wheat cent monthly mailer, so make sure you subscribe so you can get the kickoff video for that. So we're looking for DDO, double die obverse, FS 101, slight doubling, in God we trust, and the date has thickening of the letters and numerals. Okay, so we got fat tail on the 9, funky looking 4s. So we'll just kick off like that. We'll look for minor doubling up top. I don't think it says anything about Liberty. So we'll just be looking at the dates on these. So we're looking for a fat 9 tail. Let's compare this to a different one. So this one might just be damaged. The 4 is definitely damaged. The 9 looks a little chunkier, but it might also be damaged. And then we're looking for all kinds of repunched mint marks on these as well. Repunched to the south, I'm sure every which way direction. Repunched to the southwest. Drastically, actually. Southeast. Straight south. Another south. So I'm trying to see if there's any of these that they repunched in like the tail of the 9 or anything like that, or way off. Repunched north. Like I said, there's all kinds of these that we need to look for. Let me bring you over here real quick. Here's what we're looking at. NGC Coins website. Under Varieties Plus. Just going through these different repunched mint marks. Let me show you a good example. This one's south. This one's south. This one's south. That one's south. This one's southeast. This is a pretty good example. You can see the first mint mark, and then the second mint mark to the southeast. NGC Coin Variety Plus, they have some sweet examples. Here's another one, the FS507. You can see how far offset that is. So that's kind of the things we're looking for. Get back over here. And so the coins I'm looking at, obviously these have lots of damage on them. So we're going to look for the DDO first. And then we're going to check out the date and the mint mark. And I'm pretty sure the DDO would have to be pretty clear in order for us to see it. Check out that mint mark real quick. If you guys missed it, I want to do a monthly wheat cent mailer. Make sure you're subscribed and do a kickoff video in the next month or so. It's going to help cover costs of postage, 1 wheat cent and a flip. And you can sign up your grandkids, you can sign up yourself, you can sign up your kids. All I want to do is send off some wheat cents to you guys once a month for a small fee and help people start a bag of wheat cents. This one's a crooked. It's a crooked mint mark. Maybe I'll throw that in a flip. That looks cool. I do still flip over every single one of these just to make sure. Let a rotated die. Look for that double die obverse real quick. It's kind of minor doubling. They're looking for like a thick 9 and screwed up 4s and then a repunched Denver mint. Start at the top, work your way over. Lots of damage on these coins, so it's kind of difficult. This 9 looks a little fatter, just looks smushed. Another crooked mint mark. We'll go through a handful more of these and then we'll open a bankroll of coins and see if we can find some of our own wheat cents. $44 Denver. The year after the steel wheat cents. So if you find a 44 steel, that'd be worth a lot of money. If you guys are wondering if you have any steel wheat cents, I would take a magnet, touch them to your coins. If it sticks, it's steel. None of these ones are steel, unfortunately. Always gotta check, especially 44s. There's a little lamination tag there. That one. One of these days we're gonna find a repunched mint mark. Haven't found one yet. I found machine doubling on different letters before, but hey, is that damage? Looks like damage. Like that. It's just smushed out. See, there's a good example. See how tall it is? And this one, just damage. Kind of exciting. Looking for the repunched. I'll go do this last one, and we'll go into bankroll of cents and see. We have NGC Coins website open for that too, just to check different years and mints. See if we can find something cool. All kinds of these bankrolled cents. Got some copper, got some zinc in there. It'd be sweet if we found another Indian head cent. Only ever found one in a bankroll. Starting off with the good old 92, looking for the close AM, where your A and the M are touching in America on the reverse. That would be a sweet one to find. Looking for errors. and varieties, like the 2023 Philly, looking for the extra V on the Philly. Look at the VDB, see if there's an extra V at the end. It'll be somewhere right here. 97, nothing there. 88, looking for a reverse of 89. Look at the FD initials, look for the, if you have an 89 and you have a scope and you have an 88, you can compare the two and you can pretty clearly see the difference between them. 86. We're gonna start weighing all of our 1980s as well. Maybe there's a copper plant you got stuck in there. Takes 2 seconds to weigh. It's 2.5. 2.5. I'm gonna start weighing all of them. Another 92. Hoping for a close AM. No such luck. 15 Philly. I believe it's a DDO we're looking for. 15 Bicentennial DDO VP001. Liberty and the date, and in God we trust. At least these are usually very clear, fairly new coins. Not too much damage on them. You should be able to see pretty clearly if you didn't have something going on there. There's a copper, 1980. 71 Denver. That's not in terrible shape, actually. I think there's something on 95. DDOFS 103. In God we trust. Liberty, date, and minute mark. Doubling. It's super bouncy today. Looking for doubling and all of the letters of the obverse. Pictures on this one look pretty decent. There's lamination lines. Not the doubling that we're looking for on that one. $13 Denver Shield. Do you guys save your shields? 2025s. I saved my 2025s. 85 Denver with some damage on the reverse. Chuck that guy on the scale. We're going to find a copper 80s. It's going to take a minute, but we'll find one. Nothing on our 16s. 2007, second to last year of Lincoln Memorials. (2007). Bunch of copper corrosion going on. 1994. No, Phillies, we're looking for the extra column on the reverse. $70 Denver. I gotta look at this one. It's got some pitting going on. 70, just S mints in the 70s. 98, if only you were a Philadelphia. And we can look for the wham, the wide AM. $85 Denver, gonna weigh that sucker. $89, there's the 89 I was talking about. $14, a handful more left of the roll. 23, only Phillies looking for the extra V. This box has been pretty good to me so far. I've found 6 or 7 wheat cents. I have maybe 10 rolls left. 84 Philly, looking for a doubled ear and a DDO. Check out the ear first, the beard, the tie, and then look for that DDO. Any doubling? That's really crisp for 84. Nothing much. Another 85, hoping for copper. Nothing on 16. 90. 18 Denver. So if you didn't know this, you better chuck a like down. 2018 Denver is looking for a doubled ear, much like the 84. Slightly different doubled ear, but nonetheless, if you didn't know that, that is worthy of a like and a share. Probably a subscribe too. 15 Denver. No, just Phillies in 15. 83 Philly. Hopefully it's a copper. Be worth 6,000. Well, maybe this one's probably worth 4,000 bucks. 83 Philly. Also looking for a DDO. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different DDOs and then a DDR. Lots to look for here on this 83 Philly. We'll check for doubling on the obverse first. And doubling on the reverse. Lots of pits on this one. Lots of damage. The E is like almost gone. Maybe it's a grease error or damage, I'm not sure. That's pretty shocked. Look at that thing. Columns just battered, bruised. That one went through a war. That's post-apocalyptic, I'm sure. Ooh, here's a mark right there, 74S. Nothing special about a 74S other than that. I like to keep the S mint marks, so I'll take it. 99, if it was a Philly, you'd be looking for the wham, wide AM, but on 84, Denver, looking for the double date. And last one of the roll, 2024, second to last year, US cents. Now 25, so I'm not keeping it. But look at some of these 1944 Denvers again. Obviously, the wheat set. These ones were not in rolls. This was from a bag. So we'll look for a DDO, doubled date or repunch mint mark. Got a bunch of these things. I want to give them away, or I want to sell them really. Don't forget to subscribe and start my wheat cent monthly mailer. Help me cover the cost of the postage, and I'll get signed up. I'll send you a wheat cent. Sign up your grandkids, sign up your kids, or sign up yourself. I got like a punch right around the T there. That's interesting. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the introductory video on the wheat cent mailer. I want to start it in the next month or so. I'm going to be sending out stickers with them too. Some Helminen Hunts, maybe some other coin channel stickers as well. We'll see what we can get our hands on. Another crookedy mint mark on this one. That one flip too. Oh, this one's beat. This one bought a loaf of bread or two. I think it's toast. Hard to see much of anything on that one. Another beat one. Not slick, but dang if it ain't getting close. Look at that G. Holy smokes. That's smashed. Gotta love these wheat cents though. Look at that United, just mashed. Let's look at that. Got creamed. Doubling and repunchment marks on all your 44 Denver wheat cents. I'd like to find one of these things in really good condition. Got some schmooze on there. Fancy pointer. I'll probably put these in the wheat cent mailer too. Custom coin pointers. Get yours today. I'll chuck them in for an extra $3.99. A couple more of these. Got a bunch of them to go through, so figured I'd mix them in a little bit. This one mint mark looks like it's a little bit close to the 4. A little bit, not bad. Mint mark's really crisp. Looks like someone, I don't know what happened to that one. Went through the ringer. None of these are steel. I checked them all already. But if you do have 44s, make sure you're checking them. See if they're magnetic. Because if they are, they're going to be worth a lot of money. How much you say? I haven't the foggiest. We'll scratch there by the 1 in 1944. Looks like that 1 is super tall. Makes it unique. We got so much smooth on them. Hey, what do you know? Crooked. Another crooked one.
Well, you have to try to move it. So what number is it on? 3. So
How crooked that one is. Try to line it up perfectly. Crooked D. Crooked D. Seems to be a pretty common issue with these things. Maybe they're all crooked. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Look how crooked that thing is. Whoever's in charge of this,
they're giving you valuable coins.
yeah, I don't know if they're worth anything.
They might be.
They're worth a few cents. I don't have my coin expert helping me out today. He went to bed, so it was past his bedtime. Just want to find a repunched mint mark. That's all I really want to find.
Hey, I'm here supposed to do.
There's all kinds of different varieties and errors with the RPM. Kind of a quiet room tonight on a Monday night. We had like 70 degrees today. Beautiful day out. But it's also a beautiful day to look at coins. That left wheat there has a big old dent in it. See that? Damage central. This coin is actually not even flat. See that? Go through a little bunch more of these. Try to see if we can't find a Hadala. We're looking for a 2,000 subscriber giveaway as well. Make sure you contribute your free subscription. Help us get there. It's free for you guys. You guys get to watch me. I am trying to do a giveaway. Just promoting the giveaway. That's in pretty good shape. One of the better ones we've seen so far. Too bad it wasn't RPM. That'd be sweet. A lot of these caught the schmooze disease. Black cup holder grime stuck in between the letters. Oh, that's pretty slick. Both sides. It's be hard to find an RPM on this guy. A couple more of these, and we'll do another roll. We'll do a roll of nickels this time. Mix it up just a little bit. Last 44 for now. Look at the doubling in the letters on the In God We Trust, and then looking for doubling in the date, and looking for a repunchment mark, because there's all kinds of them to look for. There's all kinds of schmooze on these two. Trying to see if there's something there. Okay, we'll bust out the nickels, bankrolled. I feel like nickels often get looked over. There's one dark rim. I don't think it's going to be a war nickel, but maybe it's the older one. Nope, 74. So same thing on these. I have NGC Coins site open. Most of the modern stuff. So if it's a 64 Philly or Denver, there's stuff to look for. 75D misplacement mark, 2004 P handshake, double diobverse, 2005 P bison double diobverse, 2005 D bison speared. And then other than that, you have to get pretty old, like pre-1964 in order to find things. Unless you get lucky and find like a rotated die or one that's in really good condition, something like that. So nickels are usually pretty quick to go through until you get to the older ones or really good condition, or maybe 2024. I think that's the lower mintage year. I'll look that up real quick since I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to go on USA Coin Book under Nichols, Jefferson, 2024. Yeah, 2024. So they did 2023, 700, 600 million. And then 2024 P and D, they did 79 million and 32 million. And then back in 2025, they went back up to hundreds of millions again. So 2024s, usually save those ones. So a 64 Philly, I believe we're looking for a doubled obverse. 64 Philly DDO, In God We Trust. And those older ones too, you got to see if you have full steps on the Monticello on the reverse. If you do, that's usually the first thing that wears off on nickels, those steps right above the word Monticello. So if you find one with good full steps, that's an old one, might want to hang on to it. Could be worth a little extra. I found a few war nickels in these rolls from these local banks that I go to. Haven't found any buffalo nickels, Indian head nickels, but there's always a chance. People are dumping coins off at the bank all the time. No one wants to hang on to their change, and if they don't look at it, they can easily have a chance of dumping something that's really nice for your collection. I've also found a lot of late 30s, early 40s, or even just 40s nickels in these rolls as well. So most of the nickels, I mean, they get looked over, but most of the nickels that are out, nothing real special about them. Another 64 out of Philly, looking for that double die obverse. Oh man, look at that rim. That thing got smashed. Thing is damaged. Hey, there's a Canadian. Queen Elizabeth II. Look at that beaver. Put that in the foreign coin box right there. Yep, and you occasionally pull out a Canadian beaver. Let's do another roll of nickels. They go pretty quickly. The war nickels usually have like a copperish or at least a dark edge on them. I've also found a really, really nice condition war nickel. I'll have to pull that out for the next. I do have a video of it on my channel. Go check it out. It's actually really, really nice shape. And it wasn't darkened at all. It was from someone's collection, I'm sure. At least it wasn't highly circulated by any means. In very nice shape. 64, another filly. Looking for the double die obverse. Got some damage on those letters. This thing went round and round in the coin roller for sure. 96. That one was pretty shot for being 96 as well. (2005) Denver. No. Yeah, 2005 Denver Bison. We're looking for the speared bison. So we'll look here, and there should be a line coming straight off right there. If it was the right one. That one is not. (75) Denver. We're looking for the misplaced mint mark on this one. So this one is correctly placed, but the 75 Denver with the misplaced, the Denver mint mark is up here right next to the 5. That's the easy one to look for. (17) Denver. Oh, another 75 Denver. Also correctly placed, unfortunately. Hey, Michelle. Nice. Pennies are awesome. Happy hunting to you as well. Hopefully you find a good one. I'm sure you will. If you look hard and long enough, you will definitely find some awesome coins for your collection, or to sell, or to share, whatever you want to do. Happy hunting to everybody. Another 64, another filly. Looking for that double die. Nothing there. This one's a little bit off center, or I don't know what you call that. You can see the rim on the bottom right. You can see the edge of it there. Just not a very deep punch at all. Hey, there's an older one, a 53 from Denver. There's the oldest one so far tonight. 53 Denver. Let's check it out, what it says on NGC Coin's site. 53. Now 53 is not a war nickel. Those would be the 42, 43, 44, and 45. 53, let's see what it says. 53 Denver D over inverted D, so repunchment mark. Another one just offset repunchment mark. Oh, just one. 53 D over inverted D. Man, they really messed this one up. Let's see what we got. No, we just have one regular D. Or do we? We got some schmooze here. Shadows. That is not a D over inverted. Is it offset? Zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we can't see it a little more clearly. Kind of looks like it's offset, but it could be damaged too because this isn't a straight line. I don't know. It's a toughie. Some of these with so much damage, hard to tell. It looks like the overall D is the correct size. So yeah, microscopes definitely it makes it way easier on your eyes. My eyes aren't even that terrible, but all the focus and refocusing, man, it can be tough. So the 53, 53D, they did 59 million of them. '92, 81 Denver, and the last one of the roll, the last one for the night is at 85 out of Denver. So all we pulled was some of these 44s. I didn't find these in rolls. They have crooked mint marks. Maybe I'll include these in my monthly wheat cent mailer. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the kickoff video for that. It's going to be a cheap way to get coins for your kids, your grandkids, your own collection. Be mailing off a wheat cent every month to everyone who is signed up for that. And then a couple of these that I had pull out yesterday, 1941 out of San Francisco. This is the kind of dark coin you usually find war nickels in. And then another one, another 41, has some tape on it. This one was from Philadelphia. So these are out there. There's a lot of these old nickels out there. I found 38s all through the 40s, 50s. And then I found this one the other day too. This one's just, I don't know what happened to it. Someone took a belt sander to it or something. This is a more modern coin, but it's super smoothed out. You can see all the scratches in it. Someone did this deliberately. It's just smooth to the touch. Pretty cool find. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all you guys. We'll see you on the next one.